Alright, so now we got some word problems to look at. And now I want you to really think about whether you're dividing the fraction into equal groups or whether you're dividing whole numbers into fraction size pieces. Alright, so let's look at this first problem. Go ahead and do the rubies. Read and reread, underline the question, bracket the important information, identify the key concept. Remember, you can't eliminate bad answers, but you can solve and check. And then we'll come back and take a look. Welcome back. All right, so there is 1/4 pound of cherries. I split them equally with a friend. How many pounds of cherries did we each get? So I split them equally with a friend. That's tricky test maker sentencing right there. I'm making up words. All right, sentencing is a word, but not the way that I used it. Okay, so it's not a verb. In that situation, I should stop trying to teach language arts. All right, so let's read it again. There is a 1/4 pound of cherries. You like how I did that? I read 1/4 as a quarter. You can do that because you know fractions, but remember 1/4 is a quarter. That might help you remember that 1/4 is also 25 hundredths. Anyway, keep on going. I split them equally with a friend. How many pounds of cherries did we each get? Underline my question. How many pounds of cherries did we each get? Well, we get less than a pound, obviously, because there's only a 1/4 pound. All right, so I split them equally with a friend. There's a 1/4 pound of cherries. I split them equally with a friend. All right, that's two people. That is you and a friend that has a lot of arms, because you would make friends with someone with a lot of arms, and you, for some reason, have a unicorn horn. Anyway, that's two people, right? You and a friend. You, or I, and then a friend. So, one, two. Two people. Is that too obvious? All right. And then we're going to split a 1/4 pound of cherries. So, we have some. There's a blue box of a 1/4 pound of cherries. All right. So, we're going to split this between two people. So to me, that sounds like 1/4 divided into two groups, a group for me and a group for a friend. All right. Now we can turn 2 into a fraction, of course, and then we have to do leave, change, flip. So let's go ahead. Ooh, whoops. Didn't mean to do that. Let's leave, change, flip. So 1/4, leave it alone. Don't poke the bear. Change the division sign to a multiplication sign. Flip 2 over 1 and turn that into 1/2. So top times top is 1, bottom times bottom is 8, because 4 times 2 is 8. So 1/8. We each would have 1/8 pound of cherries. All right, so half of a quarter is 1/8. All right, moving on. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Here's a picture of that. All right, so as you can see, originally it was split into fourths. Pretend like that middle kind of bar thing isn't there yet. All right, so pretend like this isn't there. If that little bar is invisible, then there's 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces, right? Which means that this right here, this whole thing, would be 1/4. Then they split 1/4 in half because they split it between two people, and now each person has 1/8. Ta-da! Okay. Oops. Moving on. Go ahead and rubies, and then let's talk about it when you get back. Okay, welcome back. Mary filled 6 cups of flour. If each batch of muffins needs 1/2 cup of flour, how many batches can she make? All right, let's read it again. Mary filled 6 cups of flour. If each batch of muffins needs 1/2 cup of flour, how many batches can she make? This is a pretty real world problem. All right, so when we come back, we're going to underline, bracket, identify the key concept, and solve and check. We'll see you then.